Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're not new, it's gonna be random. Another channel called Tim Talks Talkies had a community challenge to list your favorite 1970s movies. And this was due on February 29th. And I don't procrastinate at all. No. Um, So here we are, hoping I can submit this. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually count, so if you're watching this, cool, thank you. um, but yeah, 1970s movies. Here we go. Um, First, I do have this big Clint Eastwood box set thing. And as silly as it is, my favorite movie from this is Kelly's Heroes, which is what that picture is from. Um, Kind of show off this setup real quick if I can find Kelly's Heroes in it. There we go. There's the page with Kelly's Heroes. But yeah, that's going to be my number 15. I know the challenge originally said number 25, but um, it actually turns out I really don't have that many 1970s movies that are my favorite. I know I could probably stretch it if I added every single one of Clint's, but they're just not my favorite, except for Kelly's Heroes. I won this box set. But yeah. Anyways, number 14 would be Silent Running with Bruce Dern. This is Laura Dern's dad. Really good movie if you haven't seen it. Very 1970s. But yeah. Also, that's a new movie, so my regular channel viewers will get to see this guy in the February haul video, which will come out in a day or two. Up next, we got Willy Wonka, the OG with Gene Wilder. I have not seen the Chalamet one. Might, if I can see it for free, like bread box it if I got a coupon or streaming. I don't know. But yeah, this one. And then up next we got Pete's Dragon. This was one of my very favorite movies as a small child. I watched it constantly. Yeah. The dragon itself, the uh, animation supervisor was uh, Don Bluth. So if he looks Bluth-esque, that's why. Um, Up next we got Robin Hood, awesome version. And then up next we got Murder on the Orient Express. What number are we on? 13, 14, 13, 12, 15, 14, 13. 10. I can count. 10. Murder on the Orient Express, the original 1970s one. I will admit, who is it? Albert Finney? The guy who plays um, Hercule Poirot in this is not my favorite version, or is not my favorite actor as Poirot. That would go to Peter Ustinov, in all honesty. But this is a really solid version of the movie. Honestly, I like it better than the Kenneth Branagh one. If you have the chance, you should watch it. Um, Number 9, got Logan's Run with Michael York and Jenny Agutter. Oh my, I again, one of my favorites since childhood. It used to be on TV like all the time. Um, we got the rated R version because, yeah, watched it, obviously. Edited for content. Was kind of surprised by a couple of the scenes there. I believe that came out in 1976. Up next, we got Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, oh no. Inside cover is the same, but yeah, cool. Kind of lenticular cover there. Special edition. All these special features. Sorry, got distracted. Up next, we have a two pack, and I'm honestly gonna keep them in order. So, we're gonna say the 3 Days of the Condor is next. Really good suspense movie. Kind of Jack Ryan esque. It's a guy who's like a researcher who reads books, I think, for the CIA or something like that, just to see if there's cool ideas that they could use for espionage or whatever. And then his whole office gets um, stuff happens. It's a good movie. It is pretty 1970s, but yeah, it's good. Um, and then next, so for our three, number 6 movie, we have All the President's Men, which is a really great movie. It's about the Watergate, the two guys who like broke the story. Um, but yeah, it's a really good movie. It's really captivating. Um, Highly recommend. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. All right, number 5, The Godfather. I feel a little bad having it that low, but I had to. Uh, this was a hard list to make. But yeah, used to fall asleep to the soundtrack to this. Um, Highly recommend Godfather. Again, if you haven't seen any of these movies, go check them out. Um, Up next, number 4, we've got the original Rocky with Sylvester Stallone. Which I have in this awesome collection, heavyweight collection pack. Um, yeah, the first one is a masterpiece. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's inspiring. It just makes you want to do better. Highly recommend the original Rocky. The later ones, not so much. Until you get to Creed. All right. Number 3. Again, these were really hard to choose. Young Frankenstein by Mel Brooks. It's just so awesome. It still holds up as a comedy, especially if you grew up with the old Universal Studios movies. Uh, this will tickle your funny bone because you'll get all the references and stuff. But Young Frankenstein, Bluka. All right, number 2, Jaws. By Spielberg, came out in 1975. Yeah, what more is there to say? I was gonna say, some honorable mentions, just that I don't have, would be like The Sting is really good. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Um, what was the other? There were several movies where I was convinced I had them, and then I'm like going and trying to find them and going through my app, and I'm like, no, I don't have them. I just convinced myself I did. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, also amazing. Um, but yeah, I need to get more 1970s movies, is what this told me. But yeah, number one, no surprise to anyone who knows me or who has seen that part of the house. Um, the original Star Wars. And by original, I mean original, the theatrical cut, except no substitute. Um, yeah, I got this off Buy Nothing Group. There's a guy who was just getting rid of his physical media. Or not Buy Nothing Group. It was Facebook Marketplace, but still, he was giving it away for free. But yeah, Star Wars, I'd say highly recommend, but if you haven't seen Star Wars, you're probably not watching this video, to be honest. But yeah, that's my list for 1970s. Hopefully, this still counts for Tim's community thing. I'll of course tag him in the thing, and if it doesn't, well, hope my regular viewers or any guests enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk at you later.